Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey and it's been a while. So I'm excited to announce that a series that I'm going to start doing, which is called Soulful Sunday. So every Sunday I'm going to post a video about God, about faith, just things that are going to feed your soul and keep you motivated and keep you moving forward. So today we, as you can tell by the title, Riding the Wave, how to get out of the uncomfortable and how to work through the uncomfortable to make it comfortable and just to keep moving forward and pushing that. So let's get into the video. Riding the wave. Okay, so what do I mean by riding the wave? First of all, I did not come up with this. My team did. So my therapist and my dietitian came up with this, and it is beautiful, and I have been living by it since, and yeah, it's so great. So riding the wave. So you know when you're in the ocean or say a wave pool too, when you're there and the waves are going, sometimes the waves become so like, I don't know, just so big and so scary, I guess, that sometimes you have to dunk underwater and just let the wave go over you so that like you don't get drowned with water or hit by other people or all those things. So it's easier just to go down underwater, but when you come back up, you're in the same exact spot. And it's just kind of like a thing that I personally keep doing is I keep just diving underwater, and then I come back up for air, then I dive underwater, but I get nowhere. I just like stay where I am, and that's hard. Like I feel like I'm never moving forward. And so for me personally, I need to start riding the wave, because the more you ride the wave, the more you ride the uncomfortable, the more comfortable it becomes, because you know when you get closer to the shore, it slowly goes down, and then eventually just hits the shore, goes back. And so that's like riding things that you're uncomfortable with, is you're riding them, and it's so uncomfortable at first. Like they are the biggest waves, the waves that the surfers are doing. It is so uncomfortable, scary, all those things. But the closer you get to shore, the smoother it gets and the easier it gets. So the closer and the more you do things that are uncomfortable, the closer you get to freedom and to conquering that thing. Personally, riding the uncomfortable is being more outgoing. Social anxiety is definitely a problem that I have, and so that is hard because I moved to a new city, and so being in a new city, I only have family here, which I love so much, but I need to make friends. But I can't make friends if I'm just ducking underwater and trying to avoid that situation and avoid social situations. I need to get above water, and I need to start riding the uncomfortable, start going out to Bible studies, to the gym, to wherever, social places. The grocery store makes me anxious. Like going to those places, even though it's so uncomfortable, like still pushing myself to get out of my apartment and still do it. So that's like what's really hard for me. But I want you to know that you're not solo. You're not just relying on yourself when you're riding this wave. You're not just saying, okay, I have to use all my might, all my power, everything that I have to get to the shore. You don't have to, because you know what? You have God. And you know in wave pools how they have little floaties and people are in the like tube things. But guess what? That tube is helping them to stay above water, helping them to not duck underwater because it's keeping them above the waves. But if you just ride on that tube, you're literally going to slowly get to the shore. That is literally God. God is literally holding you above water and saying, you don't have to do this alone. You're not going to do this alone. I have you. I'm wrapped around you. My arms are wrapped around you. And we are going to get to that shore. And yeah, it might be hard. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. But guess what? It's not going to be too hard that you can't handle it and that you can't get there, because you're going to get there and God's going to lead you there. But I want you to know that it's harder to get to the shore without a floaty than it is to get to the shore with a floaty, because you have that support, you have what you need to help you ride those waves and to stay above water. And so I think it's so important that we don't forget that He always has His arms wrapped around us. Even in hard and scary situations, He's always there, no matter what. And that's just, it's hard to remember that sometimes, because I oftentimes forget, okay, God is with me always, because sometimes it just seems so rough. Like the waves are so strong, whipping me back and forth, and just I'm like jumping up and down. But imagine my life if I didn't have that floaty. Imagine if I was going in and out of the waves and they were so heavy. How much more difficult would it be if I didn't have that floaty? I feel personally like it would be, like I would be out of control and I could never make it. The grace of God is always with us, even in the good and the bad. It's gonna be hard. And life is going to have trials and tribulations, and it's going to be scary and full of unknowns. You don't just wake up and you're happier and you're ready to conquer the world. No, you have to slowly get there. But riding the wave is hard. I'm riding it right now. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's uncomfortable for you right now, but I want you to know, first of all, you're never alone. God is that donut and He is wrapped around you. God is your raft. He is what's holding you above water and helping you get there, because I know for me personally, if I just keep without the floaty, I'm gonna just keep going underwater. Sometimes the wave is just so big that smacks right on top of you, but if you have that floaty, yeah, you might go a little underwater, but you know what? You don't stay there. You come back up. And that's the grace of God, is you're always, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many times you go underwater, you are going to float back up and you are going to be above the water. So you're not doing this alone, but I just encourage you to do what's uncomfortable. You'll get there. You'll get there. It just takes time. It takes patience. Be patient with yourself, because it's just not gonna work if you're not patient and kind and caring to yourself, because you deserve to be in a comfortable spot and to conquer the things that are scary to you. So having self-love along the process is a big key. So yeah, I encourage you to ride the waves, not by yourself, but with the grace of God, and to do what's uncomfortable, to become comfortable and become that person that you've always dreamed of being, because she or he is right around that corner. You just gotta do it. So I hope you enjoyed today's Soulful Sunday, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye guys.